you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. What a nice crowd. Thank you. So glad you could join us once again for another session of your Saturday show, 321. Glad you could be with us. We've got a great lot of artists for you to meet, big prizes as always. And this week, we've chosen as our theme a light-hearted look at crime. But we're going to go for that modern debonair character, that very debonair burglar, that, what do you call, Raffles is the fella. Great guy. Because crime changes all the time. And we hear a lot of today about what? We hear crime, video nasties and naughty films. Now, you know what annoys me with naughty films? A group of judges will look at one of them 5 times to tell us why we can't watch one once. That's true, isn't it, that? It doesn't play. I mean, even the police, you got no chance, have you? A mate of mine was walking across a pedestrian crossing and he got hit by a car, sent him flying through the air, and he smashed through a pub window. And the police let him off, the driver. They charged my mate with jaywalking, leaving the scene of the accident, flying without a pilot's license, breaking and entering, and drinking after hours. What chance have you got for a guy like that? Now we want you to come along and meet our little baddie who's always being chased by a load of blue bottles. That's our resident booby prize, Dusty Bin. Here he is. Raffles. Raffles is supposed to be. Now, come on, Dusty, you look good as Raffles. You've not been out doing a job, have you? No, no. Anything in the bag? Oh, look at that, yeah. The blankety-blank prizes. Remember, this fella's also known for GBH. That's Great Bin Hoax, because if you win him, that's our contestants, of course. All they take home is a brand new dustbin. Let's get on and meet the people without whom we just couldn't do the show. Our contestants, here they are.
McCaw from Belfast. Geoff and Jacqueline Queen from Blairgowrie. Patrick and Lorian O'Connor from Neath.
Yes, and our first couple tonight, Patrick and Lorian O'Connor. It's a nice name, Lorian. I don't think I've heard of that one before. You're from Neath, West Glamorgan.
That's right.
Yes, and Patrick, you live in Wales, but originally you come from Ireland.
Yeah.
Yes? Which part of there are you from originally?
Southern Ireland.
Are you? Really? And you met Lorian at a dance on the Gower coast. And when was that, Lorian?
About 13 years ago.
Really? It says here that you used to have a pet goat called Esmeralda who ate the grass. Now it's covered with sand or cement waiting for an extension. What, the goat?
Actually, yes.
Really? You really kept the goat?
Yes.
It's not a bad idea. We're just for keeping the grass down.
That was the basic idea, but unfortunately she died, so she's buried in the garden now.
Oh, well, you didn't let her go. Not a bad idea, is it, having a goat as a lawnmower? I mean, it doesn't need sharpening, and it always empties his own grass box. It's easy, that, isn't it? Good, I'm glad you're here. Anyway, make them feel at home, folks, will you? Good. Good, that's it. And here's Florence. Florence and Hugh McCaw. Florence and Hugh McCaw, who are from Belfast. And Hugh, it says here, you competed in 2 marathons? Yeah, long distance running, yes. And I said,
yes.
where did you do that?
In Belfast and Newton Ards.
Is that Newton Ards? I stayed in digs there, Newton Ards, a long, long time ago. Because how many people enter those races? I mean, a hell of a lot of people, don't they?
At Belfast, it was 8,000.
8,000. I've only ever done one of those. I came 425th, which is not bad when you think there were 10,000 in it. I was quite pleased with that. Florence, you like indoor sports. What do you mean, like board games and things like that?
Yes, and cards.
Cards. It's a lovely accent she has, isn't it? And what sort of cards do you play? Pontoon and stuff?
Rummy and poker and stuff.
And what's your favourite board game? You know, Cluedo.
Yes, Cluedo.
You like Scrabble? You play
Scrabble.
That? I'm not good at that at all.
No, neither am I.
Oh, good. That's 2 of us. I played once and I got rid of all my U's, G's and H's and I spelt Rod Stewart's voice. Hugh, you go in for painting. What sort of things do you paint?
Landscapes and portraits.
Really?
I teach it.
You do you?
Yes.
Really? A mate of mine painted in California landscapes. He painted the San Andreas Fault. And he got upset because he said it would keep moving. It annoyed him a bit. You can't understand that.
Yeah.
Make them feel at home, folks, will you? Good for you. Good luck. Geoff and Jacqueline Queen. Geoff and Jacqueline Queen, who are from Perthshire?
Glen Isle.
Glen Isle, yes. And whereabouts is that exactly? I mean, I don't even know. Perthshire, I know, but whereabouts is Glen Isle?
It's about 16 miles, 30 miles north of Perth and 30 miles north of Dundee.
So you're well out there on your own, are you?
Yes.
Yes. Geoff and Jackie. Geoff, Jack Queen. Well, you should be on Play Your Cards Right, really, shouldn't you? And you're in the pottery business. Is that what you do, Geoff?
Yes, yes. And Jacqueline as well.
Oh, you're both in that?
Yes.
Uh-huh. I can just see their sign outside, can't you? Queen's Pottery by royal appointment. That'll be nice for you. I see. And what's this about? You know, they had trouble there with the goat. You had trouble with the deer.
Yes.
What happened?
Well, they got into the garden and ate all our vegetables.
Really?
Oh, just one stag.
Well, once. It only takes one. And you two met on a blind date when Geoff's glasses were broken.
Yes.
Really?
A double blind date.
Yeah, that's good. Normally you go to a blind date, you need your glasses. You didn't even need your glasses. Anyway, you got together. Make them feel at home, folks, will you? Nice to have you with us. Good luck. OK, there they are. Our three couples tonight, ready to play the quiz. And remember, we have 2 rounds of questioning in the quiz. £10 for each correct answer in the first round. Whatever they win at the end of the first round is the amount they play for each correct answer in the second round. Let's meet the lady with the questions. Caroline Munro is here. Caroline? And again, another lovely dress.
Thank you.
Listen, do you play Scrabble or card games or anything like that?
Not very well.
No. Well, we're all in the same boat. Let's play the quiz, shall we? OK, there's Lorien and Patrick there. First round questions. One of those 3 envelopes. That's the one for you. Thank you, Lorien. Now, you know we like you to answer alternately. Ladies first. We give you one to start with. 2 ways we can stop you if you make a mistake or run out of time. And if you don't know an answer, just say don't know, pass. Go on to your partner with the next question. You can build up your score, because I must accept the first answer you give me, and once you've given me that answer, if you're wrong, I have to stop you there. So good luck to you. The question here is about famous people and their nationalities. We will give you the name of a famous person. We want you to give us their nationality. Now, Hans Christian Andersen, the writer, was Danish. So we'll start you with that one. Hans Christian Andersen, the writer, was?
Danish.
Right. Wayne Sleep, the dancer.
Pass.
Paul Hogan, the comedian.
Australian.
Fangio, racing driver.
Pass.
Bridget Bardot, the actress.
Pass.
Paolo Rossi, the footballer.
Pass.
Indira Gandhi, the politician.
Pass.
John McEnroe, the tennis player.
American.
Rommel, the general. Ah, nearly got it out there, but the buzzer just beat. Rommel, the general, of course, was German. Indira Gandhi, the politician, the Indian Prime Minister, Indian. Paolo Rossi, the great Italian footballer in the World Cup. Bridget Bardot, the actress, of course, was French. Fangio, the great racing driver, Argentinian. Wayne Sleep, the dancer. I've appeared on Blankety Blank with him, British. At the end of that, you got 3 right. £30 you have. It's only the first round, remember. £30. OK, Caroline. Lawrence, thank you. Same thing, answer alternately. Yes, you can hold his hand nice and tight. Question again is about famous people and their nationalities. We will give you the name of a famous person. We want you to give us their nationality. Now, Thor Heyerdahl, the explorer, is Norwegian. We'll start you with that one. Thor Heyerdahl, the explorer, is?
Norwegian.
Olga Korbut, the gymnast.
Russian.
Pierre Trudeau, the statesman.
Canadian.
Barry Humphries, the comedian.
Australian.
Dylan Thomas, the poet.
Welsh.
Ozzy Ardiles, the footballer.
Argentinian.
Ray Charles, the singer.
Pass.
Sevi Ballesteros, the golfer.
Spanish.
Mao Zedong, the politician.
Chinese.
Mary Quant, the designer.
British.
Indeed, British she was. Ray Charles, the American singer, was what we wanted. You've done very well. £90 you got. Well done. Good. OK, Geoff and Jackie. Thanks, Caroline. Last envelope, so that's the one for you. And again, it's a similar question about famous people and their nationalities. We will give you the name of a famous person. We want you to give us the nationality. Sharon Davis, the swimmer, is British. We'll start you with that one. Sharon Davis, the swimmer, is?
British.
Sasha Distel, the singer.
French.
Pele, the footballer.
Pass.
Marlon Brando, the actor.
American.
Nana Mouskouri, the singer.
Greek.
John Walker, the runner.
Australian.
No. You took a chance, not too far off. He was New Zealand, Geoff. Sorry, a little close, but a little far. It's a shame. Pele, the great footballer. Pele, Brazilian, of course. That gives you 4 right. £40 you have. Also a good start for you. So, end of our first round. At the moment, we've got Lorien and we've got Patrick up there. Now, couple number 1, they've got £30. Couple number 3, Geoff and Jackie, they've got 40. In the lead at the moment from Belfast, Hugh and Florence, they've got £90. Good for you. OK, Second round questions for Lorien and Patrick. One of those 3 envelopes. Thank you, Lorien. Good luck to you this time. This question here is about words in standard dictionaries which begin with the letters C-E. We give you the definition, you give us the words. Words beginning with C-E. The War Memorial in Whitehall is the cenotaph. We'll start you with that one. The War Memorial in Whitehall is?
The cenotaph.
100 years.
Century.
Underground room for storing wine.
Cellar.
Small room in a prison.
Cell.
Breakfast food.
Cereal.
The middle of a circle.
Centre.
A population count.
Census.
Place where the dead are buried.
Cemetery.
Tree from Lebanon.
Cedar.
Glue or adhesive.
Pass.
Hard luck. That was the last one. Glue or cement was what we wanted. Yes. 9 right. £270 you got. What a good recovery. Well done. Smash it. That was nice. There's Hugh and Florence here. Second round questions, and you're going for £90 for each correct answer. Good luck to you. Your question is about words in standard dictionaries which begin with the letters P-O. We give you the definition, you give us the word. Words beginning with P-O. A covered entrance for a doorway is a porch. We'll start you with that one. Covered entrance for a doorway is?
Porch.
Right. Person who steals from a landowner.
Poacher.
Painting of someone's face.
Portrait.
A verse.
Poem.
A fortified wine.
Pass.
System of gambling on football results.
Pools.
Flat case for carrying drawings.
Portfolio.
A small platform for a lecturer.
Pass.
Person who carries luggage.
Porter.
Seed case of a pea plant.
Pod.
Pod, yes indeed, right before the buzzer. Platform, small platform for a lecturer was a podium, was what we wanted. A fortified wine. Port, now you know port, you say it nicely as well. At the end of that, £720 you got. Well done, lovely. Massive. Okay, thanks, Caroline. Second round questions for Geoff and Jackie. They're going for £40 for each correct answer. And again, the question is about words in standard dictionaries which begin with the letters L-I. We give you the definition, you give us the word. Words beginning with L-I. A large, luxurious car is a limousine. We'll start you with that one. A large, luxurious car is
A limousine.
a room for books.
Library.
Small ring that makes up a chain.
Link.
Flash during a thunderstorm.
Lightning.
Rubbish dropped on the pavement.
Litter.
Record of names, one by one.
List.
Syrupy cough mixture.
Linctus.
Publishing defamatory matter.
Liable.
Green citrus fruit.
Lime.
Certificate of permission.
License.
License. Maximum 10 right gives you £400. Well done. Massive. Oh, good, good, good. So, at the end of the second round, the 2 words given to each of our couples this week spelt out P-O-L-I-C-E, police, which of course ties in with this week's theme of Raffles. But at the end of this week's quiz, couple number 1, Patrick and Lorien, they've got £270. Couple number 3, Geoff and Jackie, £400. The winners of our quiz this week. Couple number 2, they're from Belfast, Florence and Hugh, £720. Right. Which, of course, means we've got to say goodbye right now to Lorien and Pat. But, again, it wasn't bad. You made a heck of a recovery there, didn't you? Marvellous. You did very, very well indeed. £270 is there for you.
Thank you.
That ceramic dusty bin. Well, they're like gold, us to get. You know that. Give us a kiss, Lorien. Thanks for coming.
You.
Give them a round of applause, folks. Pat, congratulations. Thanks very much for being so nice. OK, we're away for the break. We'll be back with Raffles. 3, 2, 1. See you in just a minute. Mind how you go. Thank you. Okay, part 2, 3, 2, 1. This week's theme is Raffles, and the 2 couples who've got through to this part of the show, we've got 1 couple from Scotland, 1 couple from Belfast, and you know what happens here, of course, folks. At the end of each one of the items we show you, somebody will come to the table, leave a clue object, and read a rhyme, just a 2-line rhyme. When we have 3 of them on the table, I'm going to ask each of you to select one that you'd like to reject if you're that lucky couple to get through to where the big prizes and dusty bin are waiting for you, OK? So good luck to both of you right now. We get on with our first item, and we do join A.J. Raffles in the London flat, where he's waiting for an old friend.
on earth is Bunny? It was due an hour ago. At last. Come in, you confounded chump. That's me. You know, I do like a sport. If I were you, I'd keep your eye on the ball. You might get a tickle in the slips. Are you A.J. Raffles? I am. I was expecting Bunny. He was my fag, you know. Good job this show doesn't go to America. But you're not Bunny. Oh, no. I'm his friend, Bunty. Oh, how do you do? Oh, I'm so sorry. I was just trying to tighten up my forward defensive. Oh, so strong. Well, forget the defensive. Just concentrate on the forward. Where is Bunny? Is he all right? Oh, yes. He's as right as ninepence, but something came up. So he sent me instead. He asked me to give you this. Oh. Sorry I can't make it, but my friend Bunty will back you up this evening. Your ever-devoted friend, Bunny. P.S. You'll find him very willing. You can say that again. Did Bunny tell you what we were going to do this evening? Well, he did mention something about breaking into a country house and stealing some diamonds. And are you game to help me, Bunty? Oh, I've always been a pushover for diamonds. Oh, right. Bunty, you're my man. Steady on, I'm not that much of a pushover. Have you ever done any breaking and entering before? Well, I once helped a sailor back into the Dartmouth College after lights out. Well, that can't be very difficult. Oh, I don't know. You try getting 2 oars and a couple of rollicks through a window about that. You can't go dressed like that, though. That cloak would be very distracting. It's all right. I've got everything I need in here. Good. Well, you go and change, and I'll explain the plan. I'll be with you in a couple of shakes. Bunty? I'm free.
Again. He won't leave us alone. He won't. He really won't. Führer sends regards, by the way. It's good to see Führer. Listen, Tim. It's good that you're back with us again, because I know you've been in Yorkshire, haven't you? You've been doing a what?
A film for children's television called The Sailor Man.
Really?
Yes, it's very good.
I'm sure it is. We look forward to seeing that, a film. So that means there'll be a few repeats in
Of course, yes.
Lovely.
So.
What are you going to leave these folks
This is an antimacassar.
An antimacassar, no less. All right. And how about the rhyme?
Set all at the tea chest, a field and 2 are depressed.
So are we all. Ladies and gentlemen, Tim Barrett. Thanks, Tim. You're right, mate. Yeah. I'm sure it's a bit too early to think about that, is it? No idea. No, not much. Don't want tea chest. Oh. Sri Lanka tea chest. Oh, well, that's not bad. Well, it is the first one. Remember, we don't have to make up our minds till we do have 3 on the table. Keep thinking about that one. We'll get on, have item number 2, where Raffles is getting ready for a fancy dress party.
Bunty, are you ready yet? I still think my costume is better. You would look very conspicuous burgling a house as you were. And I suppose with this, I sort of blend into the scenery. What is this house? A mushroom in Dingley Dell. You are going to a fancy dress party. I'm lucky it's not a hunt ball. Well, I think you look marvellous. I bet you say that to all the girls. Any more of that, and I can slop you into one. Bunty, who could ever believe that you could possibly be a burglar dressed like that? And I suppose when I'm caught halfway down the ladder, I say that I'm a test pilot for a wing manufacturer. My dear Bunty, just remember, the house we've been invited to has one of the finest diamond collections in the country. Oh, answer that, will you, old boy? What, like this? Well, go on, man. I've got to put the plans away. And whoever it is, just behave normally. You do ask a lot. I suppose if it's a pantomime horse, I might be in with a chance. Yes?
Good evening, miss. Is the master of the house available?
Hey, beg
I beg your pardon.
Well, I am an inspector of police.
Well, you're wasting your time. We've no police here.
Goodbye. Ah, God, my foot! Listen, Tinkerbell, it's Peter Pan I've come to see. Ah.
Good evening, Inspector. I thought I knew the scream.
Good evening, Mr. Raffles, sir.
This is Inspector McVitie.
That takes the biscuit.
Listen, Sunshine, any more cracks like that, I'll have you by the shortbreads.
Crumbs.
Watch it.
This is Bunty, Inspector. He's a friend of Buddy's.
Oh, is he? I thought you might have found him at the bottom of the garden.
Chance to be a fine thing.
And what we owe the pleasure of this visit, Inspector? Drink?
Certainly not. I haven't touched a drop all day. I happen to know that you are invited to a certain house party tonight in Suffolk.
Sullivan?
No, Sudbury. And I want you to know that I shall be there as well. I think you both know why.
You want me to save you the military two-step?
The only steps I shall be taking will be to apprehend a nimble-fingered sneak thief who strikes at the speed of light. So remember, Mr. Raffles, I've got my eye on you.
I've got competition. Inspector, don't go without these.
But I have.
Garibaldi's.
I love you. I'm warning you, I'll have the pair of you.
Not in those knickers, you won't.
There he is. No wonder you got a bad cold with no braces on.
Yes.
When are you going to leave them, Chris?
Well, here you go. I'm going to leave you a cigarette box. There you go.
And how about the right?
And see what you make of this. You'll find it outside the inside, but you'll put it inside the outside. All right? Oh, sorry about that.
It's all right. You nearly had your inside outside there.
I think you better read that
I'll
again.
do it again.
Good
Chris
luck,
Emmett,
everybody.
ladies and gentlemen. You'll find it outside the inside, but you'll put it inside the outside, is what Chris said then. Any idea what you think they could be, Hugh?
Could say there was a tin box.
Yeah, That's what you think, Geoff?
It's metallic right now.
Yeah. Well, well, there's two on the table, one more. Then we have to start thinking about it, okay? We'll go back to our story, and this time we find the two heroes at the country house.
It's free. Jump. All right for you down there. I might break something vital. I've got very brittle fingernails.
Just getting started.
Right. Ooh, do you know, there's so many splinters on this windowsill, I don't want to tear me tutu. Yes, it's all clear in here. You can come in, Raffles. Raffles? Raffles, where are you? No!
Bunty, keep the noise down. You're making a complete arse of yourself.
Did you know that that French window was open all the time?
Keep your hair on. They weren't. I used a key. Now, Bunty, remember, we have every right to be here. We were invited just like everyone else.
Well, if we're all going to come through there, it'll end in tears. Told you.
What are you doing, girl?
Oh, monsieur. Monsieur, I am French.
Well, you're on the wrong track, dear. This is Suffolk. So go on, buzz up.
Bunty, can't you see someone's got this girl into trouble?
Well, don't look at me. I've never seen the girl before in my life. And that's only for starters.
Monsieur, you must help me. I am being blackmailed into aiding a robbery. I am to meet the thief at 8:30.
Beg your pardon?
The thief!
Yes, they're very nice, too, aren't they? 0 fillings.
No, I am to meet the thief at 8:30.
There's not a moment to lose.
Isn't? Good gracious me. It's 9:30.
Oh, sacre bleu! It must be the thief.
Well, if the thief are chattering like that, he must be hiding in the fridge.
She means thief, you chump. I hardly see a burglar knocking SOS on the inside of a cupboard door before coming into a room.
Well, perhaps he's new at it. Oh! Well, I've heard her coming out the closet, but this is ridiculous.
It's Clayton, the butler. Bunty, someone's coming.
Sorry, Clayton. Back it goes.
Follow me, and if we're lucky, we'll... Oh, well, well, well. If it isn't Napoleon and Josephine Jenkins.
Josephine Jenkins, you're a big girl, aren't you? Get off.
I didn't think I'd catch up with you quite as easily as this.
A bit earlier, Inspector, and you caught him yourself. He's in the cupboard over there, neatly trussed.
Oh, yes, in the cupboard. You must think my neck button's up the back. You've got one missing.
And as you see, the safe is still intact.
I wasn't expecting anybody to nick the safe, smart ass. It's the contents I'm bothered about. Now, nobody move, turn your backs.
Nobody move and turn your backs. How do you do that? Nobody move and turn your back. Nobody move and turn your back.
Will you stand still? Hey,
I'm sorry.
stand still and face the other way. Now then, take your hand. Prove what you live. What makes the right and left. Ah. Now then, Mr. Raffles. Sir, explain that.
As I said, still intact.
Thank you. You're up to something, aren't you?
What about the prisoner, sir?
Prisoner? Prisoner? Don't make me laugh. They've got a prisoner in there. I'm a Dutchman.
Nice to meet you, Mr. Underfelt.
All right, Twinkle Toes, if you're so clever. How'd you know he was going to do it?
Because this is an English country house.
So?
The butler always does it. Besides, don't you believe in fairies? Do you know, some days I just don't know my own strength.
Stacy, lovely to have you here with us. Of course, admire that series, keep it in the family so well, of course. You're a busy lady. What are you doing right now?
Well, a play that I've done is going to be on very soon, but on the other side.
Oh, a television play?
Yes,
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 great.
yes.
Smashing. Look forward to seeing that anyway. So that's a great thing. Comedy, of course, straight acting. Is this a straight play?
Yes, it is, with a bit of comedy in it.
Never
Yes.
give that up.
No,
Lovely.
never.
What are you leaving these folks as the clue?
Well, I'm leaving them a constable.
Okay. A small
Might
one,
be
but a
that then,
constable.
yes.
And how about their rhyme?
Right. Nothing in the hay but a lid, a German title or get rid.
There is the third one. Again, not very clear, is it? Thanks, Stacy Dorning. Thank you,
very
Stacy.
much. Good luck.
Lovely. Well. What do you say? We had a little rumble over here on that one.
Needle in the haystack.
Well, yeah, they're all like needles in haystacks, aren't they, these rhymes? Any idea what you think that is,
I
Florence?
think they're all the bin.
They're all there. Yeah, 5 bins, that wouldn't be... Well, we now have 3 on the table. I can read the first 2 again, of course. The antimacassar was brought in #1 item by Tim Barrett, who said, "Set all at the tea chest, a field and 2 are depressed." Tim Barrett said that. The cigarette box brought in #2 by Chris Emmett, with his trousers falling down. He says, "You'll find it outside the inside, but you'll put it inside the outside." So there we have it. 3 on the table. And you've got to make up your minds to select one to reject if you get through the elimination question. Geoff, what do you think?
Very tricky.
Very interesting, huh? But tricky. What do you folks think? Any idea what you'd like to get rid of?
I think that might be the bin.
The cigarette box? It might not. So you have to choose one.
I think
Rubbish
it's
outside
I
the
think
bin.
I'd have to reject it.
What? What do you
This
have?
tin box.
You want to get rid of the
I just don't
cigarette
know
box?
what it is. No.
Uh-huh.
I don't know what this is.
How about you, Hugh?
I think that one there.
This one here, the antimacassar?
We're going to have a fight there.
Yeah? Oh, right. Florence doesn't think so. What do you think, Florence? You don't want to get rid of this?
I think that might be a holiday.
I see. Well, who has the say? They've decided they want to get rid of the cigarette box. Is that okay?
Yes, I think so.
Yes? Okay, you've decided on that. How about you two?
Yeah, I think that one.
You went there first. Well, you've gone along with him, huh?
This time.
Have to start it.
Just this time. Well, good luck. At least we've established that. You're getting rid of the antimacassar. You're getting rid of the cigarette box. If you get through the elimination question, which is here, folks, will you put your hands beside that button, please? I'm going to start to read this out. Directly you think you know the answer, hit the button and answer. Don't answer before hitting the button. If you do that, I have to offer it to the other couple, all right? If they're wrong, of course, I'll continue reading until somebody hits it and gets it right. Here's the question. This is an English monarch, the only child of Edward, Duke of Kent. She acceded to the throne in 1837. Her husband was Prince Albert. Geoff.
It was Queen Victoria.
Indeed, it was Queen Victoria. You had us worried there for a minute. Ah, you hovered there. You hovered. I saw the fear going through him. He hit the button. I've got to answer now, he says. Oh, dear, indeed. I know. It's got a long way to come, isn't it? What are you, 6'2" or 3?
3.
3, that's a long way to come. Anyway, good luck. You've got it right. You are through, which means, of course, we do have to say goodbye to Hugh and Florence right now. Bit of a shame. You were nearly there, weren't you? Weren't far out. However, Caroline's here with the money you won in the quiz. Caroline, how much was it? Huh?
£720.
£720 it was. Rolling. That's what Hugh wanted, yes? He wanted that ceramic dusting bin. And folks, if you'd just like to take a look across there, because Stacy Dorning has a little consolation prize for the pair of you, a lady and gentleman's wristwatch. Take a look at that over there. Okay? Smash it. You've been a lovely couple. Hugh, good luck. Everybody wishes you good luck back there in Belfast. Take care. Bye, Florence. Give them a round of applause, folks. Smash it. Well done. Oh, yeah. Thank you very much. All the best. All right. See, what was that? Now you said it, you have got to reject it. You've had second thoughts already now, have you? No, but you're getting rid of the cigarette box. You're going to get rid of the cigarette box, of course, when we get back in part 3. We'll see just what that is in a couple of minutes. Don't you go far.
Here's a...
There they are. Welcome to part 3. 3, 2, 1. This week's theme is Raffles, and of course we have Jacqueline and Geoff from up there in Scotland. Whereabouts exactly was it in Perthshire?
Glen Isla.
Glen Isla, that's right. You've rejected the cigarette box. Would you like to hold that, Jackie? Thank you. Brought in by Chris Emmett. Chris said you'll find it outside the inside, but you'll put it inside the outside. Now, we know what your hope is. Do you still think it is the same?
I hope it's a bin, but I think it might be an oven now.
Let's see, shall we? Chris brought you on the cigarette box, and he said you'll find it outside the inside. Outside the inside may have made you think of dusty, as indeed it did. The cigarette box, of course, which Chris brought in. On the outside was silver, and so is this. Some beautiful silver, which you'd certainly enjoyed putting inside this magnificent silver tea service, set of silver tray together with silver candelabra and silver rose bowl. Take a look at this. Oh, yeah. Yes, indeed. Caroline says it's lovely, isn't it? Indeed it is, Jackie. I'm sure you could have done with that, couldn't you? 3, 2, 1, a fabulous prize, as always. Not exactly dusty bin, a bit more upmarket than that. Has been rejected. We have to take it away, but don't worry, just keep thinking about what's coming in next. It could be dusty bin, who knows? We'll get on and have item number 4, and of course with the inspector out of the way at the country house. Now, Raffles and Bunty should have a clear field.
It was obvious the moment she came in, Bunty, that appalling French accent.
Well, I didn't give her the part.
And the disheveled state she was in.
You can't blame me for that, either.
She must have been caught in the act by the butler. Anyway, they'll be back soon. I've an idea. We better get on with it.
I've got a better idea.
What?
We better get out of it.
We'll go without our spoils when we're here in the right room.
It may be the right room for you, but the one I need at the moment is usually much smaller.
Bunty, pull yourself together.
I thought I heard something go.
Believe me, nothing else can go wrong.
You're no Russell Grant, are you? Come to think of it, he's no Wayne Sleep. Do you know, this place, it's like Piccadilly Circus. Why don't we put a notice on the door saying, queue here for the diamond robbery?
Good evening.
Oh, hello. I expect you think I'm a burglar, don't you? Yeah, well, I'm not. No, I'm anything else. Well, something else, yes. Actually, I'm a chartered accountant. Fancy dress, you see. I thought those doors led to the garden. Do you by any chance know where the garden is?
The last time I saw it, it was outside the house.
Oh, right. Thank you very much.
Oh, you've forgotten your briefcase.
Oh, thank you very much.
Bunty, we must get the diamonds. 18 left, 01 right, 80 left. It won't open.
Well, perhaps it's locked.
Well, of course it's locked. It's a safe.
Come on, let me have a go.
Excuse me. Yes, 81 right. Yes, yeah. Knit one, drop one, pick it up, stick it up your jumper.
Hey, I
don't understand it. I was watching McVitie in that mirror.
Well, that's why you got the numbers the wrong way round.
Lovely fellow. I mean, look at it. We've done it.
Correction, gentlemen. You nearly did it.
It's just like everything else. The magic never lasts forever.
Robin? Hey, Robin. Okay. Good to see you.
And you?
Yes, there's a face you've seen many times, huh? Not just television shows, every commercial I think I've ever looked at.
Oh, thank you very much.
And you're back with us in a couple of weeks, aren't you?
That's correct, yes, Ted.
Good.
Thank you.
Look
Yes. I thought I'd just drop in today.
Why
through the
not?
window. Yeah.
What are you going to leave these people here as a clue?
Well, I have a combination lock.
Uh-huh. And what about their rhyme?
It says, just work out what's inside. Let pride's pursuer guide.
Another easy one, huh? Prize pursuer, says Jacqueline. Think about that and thank Robin Parkinson. Thank you,
Ted.
Robin.
Good luck.
Now, what do you reckon, Jackie? You jumped onto that
Too
one?
obvious a lock for a car, but
Uh-huh. What about...
think about what's inside a bin.
Uh-huh. Well, good, you're thinking that way, and that's the way you've got to think, of course. But what about, you can hear either of one of these two
Could we hear
again.
the one?
Constable,
Again,
yes. Constable was brought in. Number 3 item by Stacy Dorning, who said, nothing in the hay but a lid, a German title, or get rid. Is what Stacy said. So 3 on the table, 1's got to go.
The painting.
Huh? The
You can
painting.
say it this time.
Geoff's not so keen on that, by the look of it. It's all a gamble, you know. Everyone reads everything into these rhymes, but believe me, it's just a gamble. It's a 4-to-1 shot. What do you think? Any idea, folks? Lady with the bifocals, what should she get rid of?
Van. No, I still think that it is a painting.
You want to get rid of the constable?
I'll go along with the lady.
You're going to go along with the lady on
This
that?
time.
That's okay, is it? This time, she says. She's only giving you 1 chance. So we're going to get rid of this, are we?
Yes.
Okay, the constable brought in by Stacy Dorning, nothing in the hay but a lid, a German title, or get rid. That's what she said. And it's the last chance that Geoff gets here. Nothing in the hay but a lid, said Stacy when she brought in Constable's painting. You may not have seemed very hopeful at first, but as the painting can't have a connection with Dusty, it must be something good, perhaps something to do with the English countryside. A German title, or get rid. Well, one of the more common indications of a German title is the word von. Yes, von. A von, or get rid. And if nothing is written as O and put into hay, along with lid, you get a 3-2-1 holiday. Yes, indeed. Just take a look at this. Yes, a first-class holiday in one of the most beautiful areas of the English countryside, Stratford-on-Avon, in the heart of the Cotswolds. And there's the hotel from where you'd have been setting off on all the trips we'd planned for you. These included a tour of all the historic sites connected with the Bard, a private limousine with a champagne hamper for a day at the races, and for a trip to the Worcester Porcelain Factory, tickets for the theatre, visits to Blenheim Palace, Warwick and Kenilworth Castles, and more besides. Different dinner in a restaurant each night and lunches in various places throughout your tour of one of the most scenic areas in the land. A fabulous place, a fabulous holiday, and not quite Dusty Bin, Jacqueline, huh?
Not yet.
All right, Geoff, that's it for you, isn't it? Do you want to go and sit down and let her play the rest of the game? Oh, dear, what a shame. Never mind, we have 1 more item to come now, and then we're on the final 3. We go back to our act. In fact, Raffles has at last been caught in the act.
Jenkins, go and get Lord and Lady Rope.
Very good, sir. I don't see us getting out of this one.
Excuse me, did you say Lord and Lady Rope?
I did.
I think we just have.
You mean you know the ropes?
You could say that.
Well, 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 Mr. Raffles, sir. I've waited a awful long time to give you a piece of my mind.
Do be careful, Inspector. There might not be enough to go round.
I knew you'd be no match for my brains in the end.
Any place to keep your brains.
Lord and Lady Ropes are...
Oh, show them in, Jenkins, show them in.
I hear you caught them, Inspector.
I have indeed, your ladyship, I have indeed. May I introduce Mr. Hay Raffles?
Not Raffles of the MCC and England.
I have that distinction, sir.
I don't believe it. Fella can't be a cricketer and a thief.
Oh, he can, sir, he can indeed. And can his accomplice. Oi.
Van Bunty.
Mother! Mother! What a shame. You nearly did it, smart ass.
Not so fast, Mr. Raffles. If these diamonds was taken without the owner's knowledge and consent, there's still a crime to answer for. Lady Rope, was you aware your son was taking these diamonds?
Heavens, no. The last time we saw Bunty, we weren't even living here.
In that case, I'm arresting you for the theft of your mother's diamonds.
Don't be ridiculous, Inspector. They're not my mother's. They're mine. Whee!
You too. Thanks very much for coming back to 321. Good to see you again. In the middle of a very successful run, of course, at the Alec Birmingham, eh?
Yes, that's
What
right.
pantomime are you doing there this year?
Mother Goose.
Ah, you've done that for a few seasons, haven't you?
This is the 8th year.
Is it really? Yeah, but it's terrific, Mother Goose. You should see this fellow in pantomime.
Oh, I'm enjoying it.
I'm sure you are. Yes, indeed. What are you going to leave these folks here as the clue?
I've brought you a mask.
Uh-huh.
There we are.
And what about this easy rhyme?
You'll see a lot around with wisdom often found.
There you are. Another simple one, Jackie. Ladies and gentlemen, please thank John Inman. John, good luck. Thank you very much.
Bye-bye.
Lovely. Well, and I'd also like to thank Honor Shepherd and Robert Dorning, of course, Stacy Dorning's mum and dad in that last item we saw there. Good to have them with us. Now we've got 3 on the table again. You've just heard that from John. I can read one of these 2 again. That's the antimacassar brought in by Tim Barrett, or, of course, the combination lock which was brought in by Robin Parkinson. Which of these 2 would you like to refresh your memory on?
The combination.
You want to hear the combination lock? Yes. All right. Well, you don't look at me like that, Jackie. You can hear
One,
it.
I think, twice. I know that
Yes, so you'd like to hear this again. All right, refresh yourself on this if you can. Robin brought in the combination lock and said, just work out what's inside, let pride's pursuer guide. Again, quite easy, isn't it?
Yes.
Especially when you're standing here. So you got 3 there.
I've
One.
lost 2 nights practice.
Well, he had his last chance, though, didn't he? You weren't going to give him another chance. What do you think, Geoff? Any idea what you'd like to get rid of?
Very tricky.
Yes, indeed.
Prize pursuer guide.
3 there. One of them is you-know-who. That's what we're looking for.
Something to do with golf. Something we look around.
You don't have to talk quietly yet. We can all hear you.
Could be golf, yes.
So what do you think? An antimacassar from Tim Barrett, the combination lock from Robin Parkinson, or just now the mask brought in by John Inman? One of them is Dusty Bin.
Yes, I think we'll get rid of the masks.
You want to get rid of the mask?
Yes.
Yes? Okay. Is that all right, Jacqueline?
Yes.
Yes? There's a titter running through the audience, if you pardon the expression. Is that all right, audience? Oh, it's okay with them. So you want to get rid of the mask, do you?
Yes, no fooling around.
No fooling around. All right, you're going to reject the mask just brought in by John Inman, who said, you'll see a lot around with wisdom often found. What John just said. To see a lot around, that could apply to a lot of possible prizes, including dustbins. John brought you in the Diamante mask, so there must be a connection there. Perhaps the jewels, so round jewels, with wisdom often found. How about pearls of wisdom? Well, let's just see what Caroline has got in the swag bag. Just take a look at this over here. There's pearls indeed. There's a beautiful string of pearls. And 2 pairs of pearl earrings in different styles. I think you'll agree, Jackie, they are beautiful. But not just for you. This prize, our resident burglar, Robin Parkinson, also managed to steal something for you if you'd have kept this, Geoff. Just take a look at this. A gold bracelet, gold cufflinks, and a gold tie pin. Yes, oh, said the audience, a fabulous prize. Oh, dear. And there goes another great prize. That brings it to the real nail-biting stuff, doesn't it, huh?
Yes.
Lovely prize, and we're down to the final 2 on the table. Moment I always dread, of course. Being the final 2, I can read them both again. Number 1 item was brought in by Tim Barrett, the antimacassar. He said, set all at the tea chest, a field, and 2 are depressed. Tim Barrett said that. Combination lock brought in by Robin Parkinson. Just work out what's inside, let pride's pursuer guide. Now, never an easy one, especially when there's 2 and one of them is Dusty Bin. So what do you think?
I don't like the look.
Oh,
You don't like
Jackie
the lock?
says I don't like the look.
No, we don't have locks on the doors up where we live.
You don't have locks on the doors where you live? Well, you're so isolated up there, are you? Yes? That stag at the back door is about the only sort of neighbours you get.
Just about, yes.
Uh-huh. Well, what do you think about this? You've got 2 on the table, one's got to go.
Doesn't matter. Let's get rid of the lock.
Yeah? Yes? Oh, yes, they're really all behind you. Well, it's all down to you. You know that. Is that okay, then?
Yes.
Yes, says Jackie. At least lovely Scots folks. Straight in, they don't care. You want to get rid of the lock?
Yes.
Okay. Yes, they say the combination lock brought in by Robin Parkinson. Just work out what's inside. Let pride's pursuer guide. Would you like to hold him a bit tight now? Just work out what's inside. Could mean in the safe. Well, Robin didn't bring in the safe, only the combination lock. But if you look inside that word indeed, combination, you will see the letters B-I-N, Dusty Bin. You done it. Oh, dear, yes. There he is, and look at Jackie's face. You can't believe the relief here. You think it's bad here, Geoff? You should be back there. It's just as tough. Well, there you are. You had us really on the edges of our seats there, Jackie and Geoff. Well done. Okay, that goes. So the prize, the last prize, at least you're going home with a good prize tonight, and it's going to be this one. The antimacassar brought in #1 item by Tim Barrett, who said, set all at the tea chest, a field, and 2 are depressed. You were a little depressed a little while ago, weren't you? You don't really care too much what it is, I'm sure. No. However, let's see. Set all at the tea chest. Set all might have meant sports gear. You thought about that. So might the tea. Golf, you said. But Tim's antimacassar doesn't fit with that. And if you put the set with the tea and add the next part of the rhyme, chest, a field, that fits with settee and 2, which would certainly get depressed when you sat on them. This superb Chesterfield, wing chair, armchair, and footstool. Take a look at this. Okay, Jackie and Geoff, come on in. Sit down there. There you have it. Now then. There we have it. Oh, yeah, never mind. Wonderful seats. You had us on the edges of our seats there. Not quite Dusty Bin, thank goodness you got rid of him. But wait a minute. It doesn't stop here at this fabulous prize. There's money you won in the quiz. Stacy Dorning has that. Stacy? Yes, here she is. How much was it?
£400.
£400 it was, ladies and gentlemen. Smashing. Jackie, congratulations. Come on, Geoff, all the best to you. Congratulations. Thanks for being such a wonderful couple. You really have been a great couple. Ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. I'd like to thank all our guests. Thank you for tuning in. Until we see you next week, have a good week. Good night, everybody. Bye-bye. Oh, jeez. Huh? Okay. Cheers, mate.